Hello and welcome. I'm Esther Mokwariola. We begin with the political development in Rivers State, where the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, has directed chairmen of the 23 local government areas to vacate office in compliance with the Supreme Court judgment on the political crisis in the state. The governor, in a state broadcast, said he is prepared to comply out of the respect for the law and in the interest of the state. While the governor said his administration has never deliberately acted in the breach of the Constitution, promising that his team will study the Supreme Court judgment and implement all orders contained in it.
Disagree with the judgment, we are bound to obey the order made therein as a law-abiding government. Given the outlawing of caretaker arrangements in the local government system, I hereby direct Head of Local Government Administration to immediately take over the administration of the 23 local government council, pending the conduct of a fresh election by the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. I further direct that the outgoing local government chairman to formally hand over to the Head of Local Government Administration by Monday, the 3rd of March, 2025.
Well, let's get more perspectives on this matter, as I'm being joined by a lawyer, Evan Sufeli, to give his perspectives on the legal implications of this development. Good to have you on the news at 10 tonight. So first off, what do you make of Governor Fubara directing the local government administrators to take over pending the fresh elections in the local councils? Does this decision now align with the constitutional provisions, or could it be legally challenged? What are your thoughts on this?
Nothing can be legally challenged again, because the pronouncement is from the Supreme Court. The highest court in the land, the Apex Court, have said that, that election was not valid, was not validly contested, and as such, has declared same invalid. Therefore, in the eyes of the law, it is like an election never took place. That local government election never took place. So those who have occupied position as a result of that elections are hereby informed to relinquish those positions and authorities. That is what it is. The governor have done the right thing. The legal implication of this is that the court have asked him to go and purge himself of all wrongdoings and all illegalities. Part of what the Supreme Court have told him to do is what he's doing, and that is to, clean up the local government system with the people who now occupy those positions, which actually is the outcome of the now declared invalid election. Okay, so the right thing to do is for him to go ahead and do and state this, which he has done, that by Monday, they should all hand over, okay, and then clear the space. So there's going to be another election to that effect, since this one is invalid.
And
so
speaking
that
about
is the legal implication.
Right, and speaking about the court now, we also understand that the court ruled that no funds should be released to the state without a lawful appropriation under Speaker Martin Ameole. Yet the governor, Fubara, didn't address this in his broadcast. What are your thoughts and what are the legal implications of this?
He did not address it in his broadcast, but he doesn't have a choice right now. We're talking about the Supreme Court, so you cannot file any case anywhere again to restrain these orders. Those orders made by the Supreme Court are critical. They cannot be challenged. Even though he's not included in his broadcast, he must still go back to it. Because what the Supreme Court have done is to tell us that the section of the Constitution that talked about, defection, it is not self-executory that once you defect, then your seats are declared vacant, just like that, without the pronouncement from the court. So the court pronouncement, the Supreme Court pronouncement, technically, in a way, even though it's not expressly, because that was not before the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court is of the view that 4 members of the State House of Assembly cannot validly make a quorum for the House to sit and come up with decisions. And he presented this to them even the last budget before this one was also presented to the 4 members. Even the last one, the 4 members. So the court is saying now that it's not valid. That he has to go and do the right thing. That is to present it to the what the Supreme Court have said inadvertently or indirectly is that their seats are still intact. That is what, even though it's not expressed.
All right, and that's where we have to leave it for now. Thank you so much, Evans Sufeli, legal practitioner, lawyer.
My pleasure.
Appreciate your insights on the news at 10.